We'll begin our fourth week of women's 5-pin play with Judy Begley from Whitby, Ontario against Yvette MacLellan from Sudbury, Ontario. First time here on TSN.
On the nose, Judy's smooth three-step approach. Little bit of a backup. She's got a really long first step. Cleans it up for 15.
So a nice start for Judy Begley. Again, when you're the first time here, it's different. And also Yvette MacLellan making her first appearance on TSN.
Keep our eye on Yvette's footwork. She said she's struggling a little bit with some arthritis in her feet. And these approaches have proven over the last couple of weeks to be sticky at times. I don't know whether it's a function of the weather outside, which has a big effect on that. We've had a couple of our players that have stuck at times.
And nice start for her, too, to get the 15.
Yvette with lots of experience at C5 and Masters Nationals Championships. Finished third in the NBA singles back in 2006. That was a good shot. A little bit of a backup thick in the left-hand pocket, but carries it all. There it is. Good answer from Judy. Another backup. Seeing a little bit more break on the ball.
From Whitby, Ontario, this is Judy Begley, and from Sudbury, Yvette MacLellan. It's the opening match on this fourth week of women's 5-pin play. Both had 15s in the first. Both have thrown strikes in the second.
Oh, good break there. On the nose, managed to break up the split, leaves herself with a right side chop off. Judy move her feet just a little bit left and change the angle going for this spare.
Yvette MacLellan, first time on TSN. She's a medical secretary for general surgeons. Former National Open champion.
A little bit of movement. Ball drifted right on her. There it is. Good cover on the inside. Takes advantage of the strike she had in the second frame.
So these two matching each other frame for frame to start.
Good extension right over the center arrow. Ball with a little bit of a movement into the left-hand pocket.
And we're all even. Coming back for her. Oh, she's going to give that right corner a tap, but it won't go.
A little thin and just about got a break on it. Eyes focused on the target. Good finish at the foul line, nice and steady.
Yvette averages 245 in her league play at the Plaza Bowl in Sudbury and Whitewater Lanes in Azilda.
Leaned on that one a little bit.
First time here, too, for Judy Begley out of Whitby, Ontario. Now, who does she look like? She has a nickname.
She does. Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Great shot.
Verdict is in. It's a strike for Judge Judy.
She got that nickname from the kids she coaches at a bowling camp in Southern Ontario.
Now she averages 235 in her league play at North End Bowl in Oshawa and the Brimley Bowl in Toronto.
That's another good shot from Judy. Little bit thick on the head pin and not quite as much movement.
But as we've said in weeks past, she'd be happy with that because the adjustments are smaller, right?
Absolutely. Hit the middle. If you start to leave corner pins, and the adjustments are very minor. It's when you get into trouble when you're missing the head pin. Ball leaves her hand, crosses the arrows, and she knows she's made the spare.
Opportunity here for Yvette MacLellan. A strike would give her a good jump. Look at that. My goodness. Oh, was very little lucky to not leave both corners, but she maybe feel like she should have fallen as well.
Well, she throws this ball really well. It's got good rotation because you can see the deflection. So she broke up one split, the head pin, and then broke up another one, the possible aces. Easy corner pin spare.
Well, the difference so far is that strike by Judy Begley in the fourth. So that has her up by 4 pins through 4.
She got that one out to the left, and the ball never came back at all. Second miss on the middle from Yvette. Missed it back in the third frame, but covered it up and made the spare. Again, we keep talking about if you miss the middle, got to make the spares. It's about keeping it clean, making sure you get marks in every frame, even if you don't get strikes. The worst thing that can happen is a wide open frame like this one.
And that little look over the top of the glasses as if the pins are, they're just like little grandchildren. You're being bad now. And even worse. And now she's probably muttering something. That's a bad pin to leave.
Now advantage back to Judy Begley. She'll come up in the 6th frame with a chance to take a lead in this match.
Great opportunity here for Judy. After the open, the 10 count. Lucky to take advantage, and again, stubborn, very stubborn left corner.
On the side, but a little bit thick. Good finish at the foul line. Watch the ball. So you can actually pick up the rotation on that. Bowling ball took out the right corner pin.
Oh boy, you know what? You're given this chance, and she just hands it right back.
Yeah, no pat on the back there either. She knew she missed that almost from the moment it left her hand.
And if you're Yvette MacLellan, you're saying, still alive here. Could have really been in some trouble, and that's even worse. So interesting how water finds its own level sometimes. Yvette MacLellan bowls a 10, and now Judy throws a 13 count, 146, 131 through 6.
Still anybody's match. Who's going to take advantage?
Oh, there she got some action.
And a good break. A little bit thin, but she gets that 3-pin sliding to take out the corner pin. Ball turns over a little bit, thin, but 3-pin just slides out and catches the left corner pin.
Oh, very good. So they match each other for strikes here in the 7th.
And a great answer from Yvette. Good finish. Great rotation on the ball. Good spot. Her ball seems to react really well in that right-hand pocket.
Another one. She crosses over, goes the left side.
Big double sets up a huge possible finish for Yvette MacLellan. She's got 3:11 left. Yvette's husband Jim looking on. Just a little thin, barely caught a piece of that head pin. Second chop off of the match for Judy. She knew, again, she missed that right from the get-go. She's just put herself in a really big hole here.
So the open frame, another 15 count, and it's 186 for Judy Begley through 8, but Yvette MacLellan has the 2 strikes up in 7 and 8.
Judy has to have a strike here in the 9th frame to put some pressure back.
That'll do it. That'll help anyway. But Yvette MacLellan seems to have found the range.
Great follow through at the foul line. And perfect reaction. Can't ask for any better than that. Now back to Yvette MacLellan. All in her hands. 2 frames left. She can win this match. That's a great start. Third in a row. Number 4. How many times have we seen this in the 3 weeks? Great finishes in the late stages of a game. Always the difference.
Well, when you think about it, I mean, her card is pretty good. She had the open, a 15 count. That 10 really hurt her, and that was the mistake for Begley. She didn't take advantage of that 10. She had her own open of 13.
Exactly. And Yvette's now put 4 in a row together here, which is huge count difference. All Yvette needs is any 1 pin to win the match.
And that'll do it for Yvette MacLellan of Sudbury. She will advance. She bowls a 286. And Judy Begley now, she'll take home the $250 that goes to the loser of the preliminaries, but still playing, hopefully, for her a spot on the Ontario team that'll take part in the 5-pin team challenge.
Not to be. First head pin of the match for Judy. Difference is a couple of open frames. 6th frame where she missed that left corner pin. 8th frame she missed the chop off. Just let Yvette get away from her.
Judy Begley will finish with a 220. Congratulations to Yvette MacLellan of Sudbury as she bowls a 286 as she throws 4 strikes down the stretch to pull away. And our Judy, Judge Judy, is canceled after 1 game.